Everything in the village felt like it was slipping out of control, and Dylan Penders was the first to realize just how dangerous things had become. When he spotted Bear Wolf at the farm, something clicked instantly. The same face he'd seen in Paddy Dingle's photos. That's when he understood just how deep Celia Daniels' influence really ran. Bear didn't deny it. He simply said his family was already here, choosing Celia and Ray Walters over the people who actually cared about him. Celia didn't miss a beat. She offered Dylan a ride back to the village, acting like she was just helping him grab his phone. But every word she spoke came with a warning. She told him this new promotion meant responsibility, even though all Dylan wanted was his birthday brunch with Paddy. When he mentioned April would be there too, Celia made it chillingly clear that wouldn't last. She hinted at plans for April, big, life-changing plans, disguised as a reward. But everything about her tone said otherwise. The moment Dylan got a chance, he slipped away and warned Marlon. He didn't waste a second. April needed to get to the police, now. Marlon didn't understand, but the fear in Dylan's voice was enough. He ran to find his daughter, while Dylan tried to mask his panic as Celia demanded his phone. She played it calm until she spotted the photo of Paddy and Bear. That was all she needed to realize Dylan had been hiding the truth. The second Ray arrived at the farm, Celia snapped. She tore into him for bringing in someone local, someone who could blow the whole operation apart. Ray insisted Bear wasn't living here when he recruited him, but Celia didn't care. She said his mistake could ruin everything. And then her voice turned cold. Dylan knew too much, and Ted, the loose end Ray already failed to control, was still out there. Celia made her order crystal clear. Deal with Dylan, and then deal with Ted. Back in the village, Marlon finally caught April before she could leave, as Ray instructed. He pushed her to tell the truth, and the moment she broke, everything poured out. She admitted she'd been dealing drugs, trapped under a massive debt that she and Dylan had no way out of. Ray controlled everything. If she stopped, he'd go after her family, and she'd seen enough to believe it. When Marlon asked who was behind it, April whispered Ray's name like it was a nightmare she couldn't wake up from. The shock hit even harder when Marlon realized this was the same Ray who'd been charming Laurel, the same smiling face, hiding a threat none of them saw coming. Marlon and Rona tried to take her to the police, but April panicked. She said she couldn't because she believed she'd taken someone's life. She told them about Callum, Celia's client who tried to force himself on her. In the chaos, she fought back and thought she'd ended everything right there. But what she didn't know was that Callum survived. Celia and Ray kept that fact buried, twisting it into leverage so powerful that April felt trapped enough to follow every order they gave her. And now, with Dylan marked as the next target and Celia tightening her control, the village has no idea how close it is to a disaster that's been building right under their noses. Because if Celia gets her way, 2 lives won't just be at risk. 2 lives could disappear before anyone even realizes what's